All right. We got RIVN and Airbnb streaming right now. So at market close, RIVN had 964,000 share imbalance to the buy side. Not much volume today, so I don't really expect much out of that, but you never really know. Airbnb around 500,000 share imbalance to the buy side as well. That's starting to pop up here. Airbnb is going to be on the right side of my screen, and you're going to see RIVN over here on the left side. Let me go ahead and make those candles look a little bit better. Let's see here. Fill and fill. All right, cool. So again, RIVN left side. We got Airbnb over here on the right side. What's up, Breckle? Sailor Brown, what's happening? Tick Breezy, Stickman. Porterhouse in here, Yojo. What's up? Wow. RIVN popping off here. Pretty low volume on RIVN overall, though, today. You can just tell by the 1 minute candle movements. There's just really nothing going on there. Airbnb is starting to pop off a little bit here. The dinner looks good. Boom, Airbnb just got hit. Look at that. Don't see any numbers yet. RIVN's popping off a little bit. Airbnb is starting to really drop now. RIVN at 1525. Oops. Airbnb already about $11 move on that. So far, about a 50-cent move on RIVN. Let's see if Airbnb gets down to like 115. Where is that going to put this? Near its lows. Yesterday, that was pretty crazy. We hit a low of 115 pre-market. So 115 is going to be in here. So we're definitely at 52-week lows here on Airbnb. But again, we're just kind of back in this range here. We're not making like all-time lows or anything super important. But so far, about a $10 move on that. Still trying to drop a little bit. RIVN's kind of slowed down. I don't know why. SMCI, they have earnings today. Hang on, give me 1 sec. You guys got any questions or other tickers you want me to take a look at? Yeah, Porter, it's kind of weird how fundamentals line up with technicals sometimes, you know? It's almost like somebody knows something that we don't. We got SMCI today, Reddit as well, and Upstart. Those are other big names we need to be paying attention to. SMCI, no real movement today. Upstart starting to pop off a little bit. Wow, 117. About a $15 drop now. Reddit, big move up and back down here, only back to even. I'd be interested to see what SMCI does because that's going to kind of tie into what NVIDIA does at the end of the month. Airbnb is still dropping 114. Wow. I didn't really know what to think about Airbnb. I mean, we're in the middle of summer. So, I mean, it kind of means a lot of vacations. I would think, more Airbnb revenue, but I guess not. 113 lows now. RIVN starting to roll over here on the left side. SMCI still no move there. What was the other one? Reddit. Reddit kind of flat. Airbnb, not a whole lot. Wow. RIVN coming back into a closing price here. Let's see. RIVN. I'm going to read into this a little bit. Wow. Airbnb's getting smoked. Yeah, Breckle for sure. I mean, I don't ever use Reddit really anymore. I mean, Reddit was huge, obviously, during the GameStop and AMC stuff, but I'm sure it's, their volume of activity is down since then. I mean, I can't imagine it's as high or even half as high. So, most people just Google stuff on Google, they don't really go to Reddit anymore. But just like you said, I mean, there's still some people that live and die by Reddit, which to me is crazy. But I thought I saw that Disney was today, or am I wrong? You're banned from half of Reddit now. Rivian, really not much going on. I mean, they had some news a couple weeks ago back on this squeeze here. Almost got to a new high and failed, and we're now just kind of sitting right at 15 again. So we got Paramount on Thursday. We got Robinhood tomorrow after close. Let's see if Wynn Resorts fell as well. Yeah, that's interesting. I guess people can't really afford vacations as much right now. Devon Energy. Not much of a move yet. That number must not be out. Axon. Upstart's up. AMGN, nothing really there. Airbnb just keeps falling. That's pretty interesting. So sales beat on Airbnb, but I guess not by enough. I guess people wanted a surprise. Rivian's starting to fall back now. That's interesting. Hard too. Down 80 cents. Invax is going to be Thursday before open. That'll be something we should watch. Airbnb had a low of 110.33. Wow. Rivian's really starting to fall now. Aurora Cannabis is going to be tomorrow pre-open as well. That should be interesting. Lyft as well. That'll affect Uber. I guess Uber was this morning. Had a pretty nice day. Surprised Clear went up. Clear has been terrible. Celsius, that was down. Not surprised. SMCI still no move. Let me see when that number comes out. 405. So SMCI should have come out. It's interesting. Yeah, no move on SMCI yet. Well, looks like these moves are kind of priced in now. I mean, Rivian's kind of bouncing around. Their earnings calls coming up. Monster Energy was another one. Nothing really there. Oh, sorry, Monster's tomorrow. What else? Lumen. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of interesting. Airbnb so far the biggest move. Closed at 130.47 cents. Sitting currently at 113. Rivian's trying to claw back that loss, but just gonna have to see what happens, I guess. Well, you guys in Discord or YouTube or Twitter, y'all have any questions? Any other tickers you want me to cover real quick before we head out of here? I don't really see any reason to stick around for a whole lot longer. I mean, I'll spend another 5-10 minutes here, but these moves are kind of already priced in now, and then the earnings calls will come up, and maybe there's a little movement there, but these aren't the most exciting names ever. SMCI will be one that I want us all to watch, but so far, I'm not seeing any move on them, which is kind of interesting. I don't know if maybe they delayed their number or what, but here we go. SMCI is starting to drop. That's going to affect NVIDIA. Let's see what NVIDIA is doing over here. I'll put it up on the left. Yeah, NVIDIA is dropping now. NVIDIA closed 104.25. SMCI now down about $25 here. Starting to bounce back though. Hit a low of 592, back to 610. It's insane. $18 move there in 1 minute. If this rips, it's gonna. I mean, whichever way it goes, NVIDIA will follow for sure. How about Intel? I saw. Actually, I saw on Reddit that someone got $800,000 from a grandparent that passed away, and they put $100,000 in the high yield savings, and they put $700,000 into Intel when it was at $30 pre-earnings, and they got about a 30% hit on that in 1 day. That hurts. SMCI back to 600. Airbnb is starting to kind of bottom out here. Reddit not doing anything. Rivian really not doing anything either. Back to 14.5, only down about 40 cents. That's really not that crazy. So I'll watch SMCI here for another few minutes, see what happens. Anything can happen during the earnings call again, but I don't think that this is, typically the move is made. There's not, I mean, sometimes there's a big reversal in the earnings call if they say something like really unexpected, but most of the time it doesn't happen. Airbnb shares dropped 14% on earnings miss as company warns of slowing U.S. demand. People can't afford it. Heim Grossman. Yeah, Reddit. Reddit didn't really do a whole lot. It popped up to 62 and fell back about 2 points. Really 1.5. It closed at 54.36, and we're sitting at 53 right now. Laser, they have earnings today. They did. Not much movement at all. A 2-cent move on that. I wouldn't touch that stock with a 10-foot pole. Yeah, Latvian. That's true. That's very true. So yeah, I mean, when you see a stock kind of barcode move like that, there's just no reason to trade it. So yeah, laser, really nothing there. Reddit still doing nothing. Rivian falling back down 1430. Let's see what else. SMCI popped back up 16 or 615. I don't know. Coca-Cola finished the day a little weak. Why? You see some news on that or something, Breckle? Airbnb rolling back over. Yeah. Looks like everything is kind of slowing up here. Meta had a pretty crazy day today. Opened at 480, chopped around, and just blasted off. Went from 480 to 502.5 today. Fell back in, closed just under 495. Yeah, pretty neutral. So yeah, not anything too crazy. Amazon had a decent day. Microsoft closed on lows. Whoa, there goes SMCI, 620 to 660. Nvidia's ripping on that too. Wow, there it goes, 675. Look at that, 680. Nvidia's going to open up 110, I bet. Wow. $700 SMCI. That might be in play tomorrow. Yeah, look at Nvidia here on the left side, popping off here with SMCI. There it goes. Boom, 715 highs. Nvidia closed the day at 104.25. We just hit a high of 108. I bet this gaps up and opens up 110 if we don't hit it here after hours. That's kind of exciting. $710 here, SMCI. Wow, 108.67 Nvidia. $720 high, SMCI. $723, $725. Still going. Insane. $727. Got to hit $730 here. Well, that'll probably put Nvidia in play tomorrow. Wow, 109. Yep, this is probably going to hit 110 here after hours. Yesterday's huge dip was like just an amazing buying opportunity. I wish I took advantage of that, but I had a feeling that maybe the next following day or two, we'd see it maybe test those lows again, just because all those problems weren't actually fixed. They were just, but the market's forward thinking, right? And no one knows. Go in Florida, you heard Shy talk about it, which is, he made a good point that no one knows really how forward thinking the market is. Is it in a, are people investing for another year or for the next week or month or day or whatever? It's always a futuristic thing. That's why sell the news is an actual thing. So who knows? Big dip buy. I mean, the video was at 90 yesterday. We're now up almost to 110. $20 move. Tesla hit a low of like 180, right? And we were above 200 today. We hit 182. Had a $22 move on that since the lows. SPY ate up that entire loss as well. Insane. This is kind of where I think that these would start chilling out. That was a pretty big move. I don't know that I see them going much further. I mean, I don't know. Maybe SMCI hits 740. Nvidia's already starting to fall back a little bit. So I don't know when their earnings calls are, but that might be something interesting to listen to. But yeah, I'll stick around for another 5 minutes, guys. Any other questions or tickers? YouTube and Twitter, same goes for y'all. I can see your comments if you have any. Back to 700 on SMCI. They're probably going to take a little breather here. Caterpillar, let's take a look. Had earnings this morning, or actually, was that yesterday after close? Yeah, it was yesterday after close. Or no, before market, sorry. So it was today. Gapped up a little bit, open lower, open red, actually, and then had a pretty good day. Kind of in an interesting spot. We were right in the middle of this kind of zone here. So I don't know. Not something I'd be watching tomorrow, but we will see. SMCI kind of pulling back into 700. So, all right. Well, I'll stick around for a couple more minutes. Like I said, YouTube, Twitter, I guess there's nothing from y'all. Kind of interesting moves here, kind of a little bit later. SMCI, I guess, was a little delayed. Airbnb still just sitting around 112, 113. So that's done. RIVN looks like it's just going to kind of go flat. Reddit still sitting at 53. So those are all done. SMCI pulling back in 690. Nvidia 107. All right. Well, I guess we can call it there, guys. We'll see where these open up in the morning. I'll be watching SMCI and Nvidia tomorrow for sure. Like I said, Meta had a pretty big move today, so I'll pay attention to that too. I'm a little more interested around like 530, 540. Back up here near these highs up in this area. So I do like the moves today, but we still got around 10%, 8% until we get back to levels that I would like to see this at. So nothing too exciting. Tesla did pretty good, but again, we're just back in a lot of ranges now, right? We had a huge move up, big move down, and now we're just kind of retracing. We're kind of in the middle of all the crazy moves we've had the last 2 months, right? June was a massive upside month. Like there's like one crazy week, and then we had in July a lot of things sold off. So we're now just, like I said, retracing back into those same areas. So there's really not a lot of levels that I like that I'm really liking to trade right now, which is somewhat unfortunate, but we'll see what happens. Anything can happen overnight, just like we saw over the weekend. So I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. Y'all have a good rest of the day. I have a free lesson tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So I will see you guys there. Have a good rest of the day. Later.